I want to talk briefly about, I'm going to make a few videos on some of the unexpected reasons why people tend to leave, just so that you can be aware of them and just to make sure none of these apply to you. Because you don't want to get down here only to find out that, hey, this ain't going to work out and I got to go. So I'm going to just talk briefly. If anything interesting pops up, then I'll point that out. But, man, folks leave for all kinds of reasons. So one of the reasons people tend to leave, something they don't investigate before coming, is they get here and the medication that they were taking is not available here. Now, in many cases, you can find substitutes or different versions of the same medicine, and that works out fine. However, some people tend not to want to change or attempt to try the new medication for fear of whatever, so they don't try it. And based on that, they go back. I've seen this happen quite a bit, particularly older people. They might have been on a particular medication for an extended period of time, and again, they don't want to try anything new, so they don't, and they leave. But in many times, these folks have sold everything they had and are starting over, and you know, it's a pretty messed up thing. Medication. So if that's something you need to, that you must have, and you're not willing to budge on, definitely start researching the medicines to see if they have it, or see if there's an alternate for it, or determine if you want to try an alternate. Because if that's the deal breaker for you and they don't have what you need, then scratch it off of your list. You know what I mean? So just scratch it. Another reason folks tend unexpectedly to leave, and I talk about this, I hadn't talked about it enough, but folks come with some unrealistic expectations. So for example, and I'm just not talking about anybody specifically, but it happened enough to the point where I guess I need to bring it up. So a lot of folks that's been coming down here have been having lots of serious health issues. Folks done had heart attacks. Folks done had strokes. Folks can't get around. They're not as mobile as they used to. A lot of folks can't see well. A lot of folks can't. And really, sometimes folks just can't even really walk. That walking thing is a real thing. You know, as you get older, there's just some certain mobility aspects you just don't have anymore. And I've seen folk walking and they can barely walk, and they fall and have some serious injuries. Break their hip, break their leg, head injuries. I've seen it. I haven't discussed it before, but I've seen some serious injuries, visited folks in the hospital, and it's not pretty. So a lot of folks come here with the idea that they can wing it on their own, or they expect somebody's going to take care of them. So quite a few people that I've helped have gotten to the point where, and listen, I want y'all to understand this. When you hire me to help you find a place, that is the job. I have my own family. I have my own health emergencies going on in my house right now that I'm pretty busy dealing with. It's impossible for me to deal with your emergencies and your issues. Now, emergencies is one thing. You go to the hospital, and I'm available, I'm going to help you get to the hospital. But what's happened is a lot of folks come, they say, hey, I need you to help me find a house. And then it turns into, hey, I need you to take me to the hospital. I got an appointment on Monday. I got an appointment on Wednesday. I got an appointment on Thursday. I can't lift this up. Can you go grab that for me? Can you go get this for me? I can't see too well at night. Can you drive me around? Can you take me here? Can you take me there? I don't offer a babysitting service. I'm not a home health aide. I'm not a care provider. You know what I mean? I just, and what happens is, for many people, I'm their primary contact on the ground. You know, they've been watching videos, following the content, and the perception is when we meet, I know this guy. We're friends, we're buddies, we're chaps. And many of the folk that I work with, we become great friends. Great friends where there's no transactions that happen after that. And then, you know, there's some you just don't mix, like oil and water. But a lot of these folk come to rely on me to help them get by on their day-to-day. I'm not a day-to-day guy. I'm a guy helping you find a place. Once that's done, it's done. You know what I mean? That's what you hired me for. But a lot of people get very, very comfortable and get the idea that it's my job to help them deal with their day-to-day. And it's impossible for me to do the day-to-day because I'm busy. I got people coming in and out of town. Ain't this a pretty nice area? I got people coming in and out of town needing help. It's not unusual for me to be dealing with 4 or 5 people in a week, and I can't be with you all day. So when that connection is kind of cut, sometimes folks get bitter and they're like, hey man, why can't you go take me here? Why can't you do this for me? Why can't you go get that? Why can't you do this? Hey, I need you to go buy this for me. I need you to get that. Cartess, this is where I'm talking about unreasonable requests. Now, there are people here that will help you do that, but you're going to have to hire people for that. You need home health aid service. You need somebody to help you. It's very affordable to get it done, which is one of the benefits to living in a place like this, and the benefit to being here is that you can afford to hire somebody to go get your medicines, hire somebody to go get your stuff, hire somebody to take you to your appointments, hire somebody, you know, that's if you don't want to use Uber, because a lot of folks are like, I don't want to use Uber, I want to rent my car, and you drive me around, but you can use my car. I don't want to drive your car. I've been just fine without a car for 18 months. I don't need you to try to convince me that using your rental car is a benefit to me. In an exchange, I got to stop what I'm doing to come get you every 5. No, your car is not helpful to me. Your car is for you to help you find a place. You know what I mean? So, and I'm not being hateful or, okay, there's a little park down there. This is the Colonia Paraíso Maya. So, I don't have a bitter attitude. I'm not a hateful guy. I just want to emphasize that. I'm just sharing. I'm trying to get y'all to understand this before you arrive. If you need help and you know you need help, you need to plan for that. You need to research for that. You need to have all this stuff figured out before you arrive. Because I'm just helping you find a house. That's it. But if you need somebody, listen, if you need, hey, I guess this is an opportunity to offer a new service. If you needed me to investigate if your medicines are here, send me an email, cartess@cartessross.com. I will check, but I will charge a fee for that because it's my time. So email me, I'll send you a price if you need me to check on those things for you. Because there's a lot of pharmacies, and I know a lot of you don't speak the Spanish, don't speak the language, so it might have a challenge trying to navigate and figure out who to call to find out. So I'll charge you a fee to research and find out if your medicines are here. I can even give you the cost of an estimated cost of what your medicines will be. So I can do that. But in terms of getting around, so people have left because They got here and just thought that whatever problem they had was going to go away. I've seen some folks. I picked them up at the airport, and I see them walking off the plane from the terminal, and I'm wondering how in the hell is this person here by themselves? They know damn well they don't need to be here by themselves without some help and without some support, and yet they show up. You can't do that. It's not. One, you're in a foreign country. You've never been here before. You're trying to figure things out, navigate your way around. It ain't easy. And the first few months are going to be rough and challenging. You're going to be moving around a lot, going in and out your house, traveling all over the place to get stuff situated. So if you can't walk and you can't see, you're going to need somebody to help you. And you need to find that before you get here or bring somebody with you. So again, these are just unreasonable, unrealistic expectations are some of the common reasons why people leave, because once they realize it's not going to be simple, Lord, there's another dog on the roof. When folks realize it's not as simple as they thought, they pack up and go. So save yourself the headache, save yourself the drama, save yourself the problem, and just go ahead and get that stuff sorted out before you come in. Again, planning is key. You got to plan this stuff. There's plenty of help out here to help you do those things. I'm just not the guy that does those things. And it puts us in an awkward situation when you're expecting that. And there's no reason you should be expecting that, because there's nothing that I've ever said to suggest that, I would be driving you around and taking you to your doctor's appointments, picking you up, waiting on you, taking you to get your laundry, taking you to buy groceries and all of that stuff. You know what I mean? So I advise you to book a consultation if you need it. I'd advise you to book a consultation so we can talk about these details, because they are important. Planning, the lack of planning is probably the number one reason why most folks unexpectedly go back. So let's talk this through, particularly if you're dealing with any health issues. Let's talk before you come. Email me, Cartess at cartessross.com, and let's see what we can figure out. Take a look at our academy, moveabroadandthrive.com. Click the link on the website talking about academy. As usual, if you find our content helpful, feel free to make a donation, and let's make it do what it do.